And welcome back to today's morning report on Monday the 17th of August with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. Moving on to Eurodollar now, and we've sort of got this little move on Eurodollar that it's a difficult one to really ascertain whether it's a little drift that's going to get bought into or if it's the start of another sort of strengthening of the dollar. So we need to look at across the indicators to really ascertain exactly what's going on now. I've drawn in this sort of double pivot level because I see that between 10.50 and 11 figure, I think that is the big pivot level now on sort of pivot range, I'm calling it, sort of 50 pips worth. Seems to be that every time it comes back towards those two levels, you either get support or resistance. And it seems to be happening time and time again. Didn't quite work out in those couple of weeks early July, but still, it is, I still think, a big aspect of this chart. We've had a move back towards 1060 today and then bounced back over 11 figure as we speak, so that's 40 pips off the low already today. There are minor corrective, so I say corrective, minor sort of rangy looking signals on these momentum indicators. RSI rolling over at 60, stochastics seemingly rolling over a little bit as well. But I still think that the fact is that you're trading pretty much above all the moving averages, which is a positive. You're trading above the 144-day moving average, which was the basis of resistance. I see that as potentially becoming the basis of support. That's at 1060. Again, that was bang on today. So there are different aspects to suggest that this is still a bit of a consolidation that could well be bought into. So just watch out for how this one plays out. But certainly, this is on the hourly chart. Still got that uptrend drawn in there, and you've got a little bit of a top pattern. So there are conflicting signals across the time horizons here. So it isn't entirely determined exactly how this one's going to play out, I think. But you look at also the fact that you've got the momentum indicators, which had been falling away, but still the RSI is in the sort of bouncing from the sort of mid 30s, which is basically has done sort of 30s 40s area, has done that for the last sort of couple of weeks. Stochastics have turned up. Our MACD lines are turning up after having fallen away. So it's sort of, I would say, mixed signals being given out by this euro. But you need to see obviously these levels, I think, on the daily chart holding now. And if you saw, for example, a close below 1050, I would say that would be where you're starting to see the dollar bulls strengthening again. But until that's happened, I think you've got to be sort of still relatively positive about the fact that you're still holding up here at these levels, and you've not started to see the dollar drastically strengthening. Euro's flat on the day as we speak, so it's still, I think, okay in terms of the prospect of this being potentially even something like a flag pattern, a bull flag, that could well happen, but it still is yet to play out, and certainly these sort of conflicting signals are making it not easy to sort of get a good grasp of the immediate term direction. But with that in mind, I wish you good luck, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.